Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of City Skylines. In the previous episode we started with our amusement park and you guys have given me some suggestions. So I thought first thing in the morning we have to name it. We're already at level 5 and actually making some income with it. These are your suggestions on the screen and I think I like Vomit Factory the most. There we go, it's a silly name, it's probably a fitting name, and now we're going to start and decorate it. What we're probably gonna end up with is a lot of key sections. I would also like to elevate some of this shebang. Actually, let's pause the game and try to do some of this with the Move It mod. In the beginning it's gonna look insane, however, just bear with me. Once we elevate the rest of the terrain, the idea is gonna become clear. So that's actually a real fun experiment to do the terraforming after you've actually placed down the buildings. But I think we can come up with some interesting shapes. And I really like the idea of this tower overviewing the entirety of the city. So I guess you guys will have to come up slightly, yeah. Here we also have the House of Horror, which I believe I called the House of Horror in the previous episode. Not sure. So far so good. Time to take out the terraforming tool. Let's go middle strength, middle size, and let's first try to soften the terrain, see what that does. Not enough soil! Well, I guess we're gonna grab some more then. It's gonna be our own personalized sinkhole. Anyways, time to do some smoothing. Is that doing what I wanted to do? I mean, it kind of looks natural. We of course still have to decorate it. Rocks, trees and everything. Let's do this really sharp cliff. Okay, I think we got it. It's time to place down some vegetation, see what we can do with this to hide the roughness of the terrain. Some rocks at the cliffs are definitely gonna help, but we cannot quite hide everything. Nope. What about some bushes? They might do a better job. They are still stretched out, but I don't think we will be able to see that quite from the distance. And then right here we definitely need some rocks. Man, the background noise is crazy. Not sure I'm gonna enjoy this a lot. Yeah, this is a little bit too big, but I just want to know what happens if I use the Move It tool. Ah, darn it. I just wanted to move this over and see, look at this. It does crazy things with the terrain. Wow. Maybe since this hill is really extreme, we could try to hide it with forest. That might actually work. Just using a tree type that absolutely covers everything. And you know what would be really cool is a continuation of this pathway, to be completely honest, as a bridge. So this would have to go up. Let's see. Yeah, maybe over to here. And then we continue. Maybe slightly go down in the process, cross this one, and then join up with this guy. However, you can be straight. This is great. I like this. Whoa, okay, it's less great than I anticipated. Let's go ahead and lower this. Wow, this was insane. Much better. Love it. We can also make the curve a little less extreme. You could do so much detail work. Alright then, back to planting more trees. Maybe a couple more bushes here wouldn't hurt. Another tree line here, maybe to give it some color. And I need a freaking rock up there immediately. Yeah, like one right there. Oh yes, let's actually combine this. Still not happy. Okay, now I'm happy. Yeah, with some more effort, I can definitely see this working. We shouldn't go too crazy though. In park areas, we are dependent on the helicopters, and therefore fires can be really devastating. Come on, I mean, check this out. Just a little effort can make such a difference, even though technically it doesn't really help the gameplay here. I mean, the citizens are not gonna appreciate it more. I don't think we get any real benefits from it. But it's definitely a lot of fun, and in the end we're gonna be so proud to look at everything. I'm not sure if proud is the right word, but it's probably the right word. I mean, we put a lot of hours into this series already. The House of Horror just sounds absolutely amazing with the evil witch laugh. It's crazy. I'm not sure I want to do a lot of stuff for this one. Maybe the odd tree to give it some color. A couple of these as well, though they look very similar. Maybe some of you along the path. And then I think I'm just gonna fill this up with a bunch of small ones here. They almost look like bushes. Cool, what do you say about that? I mean, it looks quite more interesting than before. Let me just show you a before picture. Good. I think at this point we can unpause the game again and continue building. Another thing you guys wanted me to do is introduce a cable car somehow. Now, we cannot really do that inside of the park. However, what we could do is just have a cable car as a sightseeing thingy-majob. So that's definitely going to be a little bit of a role-playing thing. I think we have to remove some of this fencing now. And then we're going to add a stop, cable car stop right there. Now let's see, it would be great to have some kind of a tour with this. They don't really need a destination, do they? Ooh, I'm not convinced this is gonna work. Of course, cable cars tend to be as straight as possible, as someone pointed out earlier in the series. Let me just see, how invasive is this actually? It's not the worst thing to happen, right? And I mean, we can take slight turns. In Switzerland, we have turns all the time, but yeah, they do tend to be as straight as possible. We can then go up even more. Great. Can we take a turn here? Amazing. Like so? Now, I'm not so sure anymore. I guess we're just gonna keep building. I'm gonna let you guys also voice your opinion. Is it destroying the entire look, or can we do it? We can have our next pillar right there, and then we try to go down again. Right here seems to be a good spot. I wanna go here if I can. Nope, that's a too sharp corner. Okay, we can now go down again. This might be perfect if we don't hit the trees. I'm kind of starting to like the idea again. We now continue along the pathway above all of this shebang if I can. Yes, cable cars are freaking amazing. Gonna pass all of this, and then finally we will end up in the station again here. So there needs to be another end of the line station. And let's see, can we do this? Yes, beautiful. Okay, I mean, we do have a lot of turns. Can I remove these power lines? That would be absolutely amazing. No. We would have to build something in the middle, which I think we can do. Where are my park structures? Right there. We could, for instance, set up another plaza here. Did that already do the trick? Yes, indeed. And let's also do some restrooms. Restrooms right there on the other side. Beautiful. Ah, there we go. We can already observe the cable cars. Ah, this is amazing. Maybe we should have done a monorail, though this would have probably been even more invasive. Yeah, I kind of like it. I mean, it's useless, I know, but for shits and giggles, it was a wonderful idea, I think. Thank you very much. It is time for more decorations. We have lots of space to fill out. I kind of failed to calculate the space we actually need for the park. We have way more than enough space. So to a certain degree, we shouldn't be afraid to just fill it up with nature. For instance, we once again, just like in the zoo, have enough space for stuff like this. I mean, this adds quite a bit to the scenery, I would say. It just doesn't look realistic enough here. We will have to do something about that. Nature to the rescue. Ah, nice. I can even clip these together. Okay, I can make my own really intriguing shapes. Maybe I can make it look less like a penis. No comment. Now, what are we gonna do about this place? Oh. What I meant to do was use the smoothing tool here, but I cannot do that near the water, or it's just because of the building, I think. Yeah, there we go. So we're just gonna make this slope slightly bigger. And now it's time to add some keys right here. Let's actually see what we can do with this. I want a key, if possible, through this building. Oh, that's not gonna work. I guess we can use the move it tool, right? Yeah, it's kind of working. Then we want to continue with a nice curve like so. We want to continue like so. And then somewhere at this point I would like to stop. Let's see how far we can take this. We want to go around here. I'm just going to plot it down there, but then we're going to move it. What's happening? I just want to be close to the path. Yeah, this is actually more or less perfect. Wait, does that mean I can get rid of this again? I think so. Okay, nice. That actually added up nicely. Let's add some more pathways. I also want some places for people to just hang out, as I said in the previous episode, and it's no use just wasting all of that space, but that's not the right pathway. There we go, that's more like it. So let's imagine we can have some people hanging out here beneath the trees. I don't want to make this too dense, just lots of opportunities for people to get in the shade, have their picnic and so on. I'm going to cover the ugliness of the key corners here with bushes. What is this actually? Yeah, it's just called a large bush. This here, I would like to be some nice cliffs, some nice rocks. Now, the way they are stretched, it doesn't look weird at all, I think. Sometimes the stretching goes a little bit crazy, as you can see there. But yeah, that definitely makes a huge difference. Do we have some other rocks? Yeah, let's continue a bit there. We can even go slightly into the water, no problem. Nice, what do you think? I really like placing down stuff in the vegetation category here because it allows me to overlap with already existing structures, and sometimes that's a bit annoying without tree anarchy. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Looks quite nice if you ask me. This place right here I'm gonna fill up with a forest. I would love to place a pier thingamabob here, but I'm not sure. No, I can probably not do that. There is a pier from the nature reserve, like the fishing cabin. Ooh, I'm actually allowed to place it here, so why not do that? Actually, if I do that, is it just gonna create a new park structure? No, it shouldn't do that. So fishing cabin, it's gonna be. I'm gonna place that here. Let me check my zoning. Okay. I had no idea I could do this for immersion. So let me bring this back a little bit and down or up. Yeah, actually up. And we're gonna connect this to the best of our abilities. Is it connected? Yes. Okay, nice. That was one of the things I was missing. That means we can add a bouldering site. Not sure if the people are gonna use it, but even if it's just for the looks, I'm happy. And we're also gonna have a small fishing cabin right there. Gonna need a tiny path to access it. Gonna go around here and hopefully connect up with this. Yes. Of course, we're gonna fix the shapes a bit. Good enough. Let's do some more decoration. This is gonna be forest. This is gonna be forest. Gonna be right back. There we go, said and done. This is coming along really nicely, I have to admit. Let's make the next park structure right here. I first want to cut this off from the highway with tons of trees. And I mean the large kind. Of course, we want to make sure the cable cars don't actually hit those trees. You know, since we're doing this for immersion and all. And here we go, that's the spooky forest area I was talking about. The only thing spookier than being in a forest at nighttime, I can imagine, is being in the middle of the ocean at nighttime, alone. And I mean swimming, not in a boat. Ooh, I can actually fit one of those if I'm careful. Yes, nice. Now we just need some shrubbery to wrap this up here. Yeah, I mean, it's approximately what I imagined. I mean, everything turns out differently than I usually plan it. But overall, it's approximately what I was aiming for. Sweet, I believe we're done with the entirety of the left side of the park. I'm actually pretty happy about that. In the end, we're gonna take a first-person tour through the entire park, hopefully. But I think people are enjoying themselves a lot, you know, once we fixed some errors. Yeah, these buildings are all too high up. This is insane. What were you thinking? The question is, do we want to continue thematically the way we did until now? And I think we should. So what I'm gonna do here is create another lookout bridge. We're just gonna go over here and let me see. Do we want to go behind this? Cross over? That's gonna be a problem with the cable car. I guess we're just gonna take a slight detour. This path doesn't have to make sense. This is just for people to have a look around. And then right here we can join up again. And of course, to make this a little more realistic, we're gonna do the necessary adjustments. Time for more bushes and trees. This here, I don't want to have too populated with trees. This is gonna be mostly open, but we need at least a little something to make it convincing. And it's probably always wise to start with the bigger stuff. So let's go ahead and place down these rocks. We can have a sinkhole right there. Move that slightly over. Okay. Alrighty, we're almost through with the park decoration, as far as I can tell. There is just this little bit to go and this little bit. And I'm not sure what I want to do for this. And what the heck is this car doing? Oh no! Oh no, no, no! Wait, where are you going? To fishing? Ah! So that actually turned out badly. I'm not sure why the heck he would... Okay, he wanted to go for this parking spot. That's insane. Well, most people are doing the right thing, so I'm not gonna worry too much. There's just the one or other odd car really doing crazy things. Very nice, there we go. Everything done. It's time for the first person view. Let's choose one of our guys. Actually, let's choose one that is just entering the park from this side. Any takers? Wait, everyone is leaving. Ah, there we go. This guy is going for it. So, oh, I can only follow him. No, that's not working. I wanted to go into first person mode. Well, maybe we can take a ride on the cable car. I just need to wait for another one to spawn. Hello? There it is. Yes, first person camera. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. We are riding through our beautiful amusement park. And we can check out everything. We also get a nice view on the city from this perspective, but oh man, I'm definitely getting sick from this. The frame rate is too low, unfortunately. It's such a pity with this game. But check this out, this has become a crazy park. Maybe a few too many trees, but I tried to make sure we have no overlappings anywhere. Very nice. Also, I do like the cliffs over there. Wasn't able to get rid of the penis, but at least we have a hole here as well, so everything fits together. We have the bumper cars here. What is over there? There's the plaza with the nice bridge. I like that we added this bridge, even though it does technically nothing. We can also have a view on the blimps. We can see the river at all times. And I do indeed feel the need to vomit after this, so even the name is fitting. Great! I think that was actually nice. We should do more of these episodes every now and then, because I have neglected a bunch of these areas, and you have to admit, it does make a difference. Alright then, with that out of the way, I would say we're gonna wrap up today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time, and see you soon. Bye bye.